Morning. Okay, let's see. Is my mic working? Yes. Game audio working? Also yes. Hell yes. Okay, we're good. Excellent. Let's see. Ooh. Oh yeah. Let's get some coffee. And a good morning to you. And a good morning to you. Hackerana. Not taking name. How you doing? And that's a start. Ah, well, don't let them disable Twitch. See if I remember if I ended up building. I don't think I built the sleeping. I built the sleeping car. I don't think I built the one that lets me bring the thing. Yeah, sound alert's working good. I don't think I built the
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
docking module. Plastil ingot. Advanced firing kit, 3 lead. Alright. Oh. Okay. If I had this would be 5 long, right? Yeah. Plastil ingot.
Welcome
Hey.
aboard, Captain.
Or an albedo. Alright. I have pretty much almost gotten to a point here where we got the garbage cleared out of this area in here. Oof. Oh yeah, looking nice in here. Yeah, how was everybody's weekend? How'd we going? Everybody have a nice Labor Day? I hope nobody did any work. Couple of lithium, let's see. Pin that recipe, because I got that coffee just starting to percolate and trickle down into my brain. There we go. Couple lithiums. Doop doop. Shang-Chi! Shang-Chi was real good. I liked Shang-Chi a lot. I have 2 lead. Shit. Alright, I gotta go get some lead. That'll be our... I need to make an advanced wiring kit, which is wiring kit and computer chip. Computer chip is 2 table coral. Oh, cool, I can pin... Oh, I can pin from here. Nice, okay. How am I in copper? I got a sneaking suspicion I'm out. I tend to be. Oh, dead wrong about that though. So, let me see if I can just remember. Alright, need a couple of silver for the wiring kit. I think I'll need a gold. Definitely will need a couple table coral somewhere in here. Boop, boop. Oh, got the family. Good. That's good, Mark. I'm happy for you. That seems to be named the thing in Canada. This is something Kate had always told me about, is that it's just... It's not easy to get a little bit of lead this morning. Let's see, come on, treat me right. There we go. Yeah, that's coffee for you. Yeah, I made extra because I was very tired. Spare coffee. Oh, well, just leave. Leave it. I might have a third. Who knows? Oh, anyway, the thing about it is flying in Canada once it gets to a certain point in the year is, it might just snow. All right. Boop, boop. All right. I slept in good yesterday, y'all. Slept till like 10:30? 10:30, yeah. Which is, I want to say, conservative estimate, the latest I have slept in 800 years. Okay. I don't think I can make the thermal reactor yet. I think I got the jump jet. Some kind of storage, probably, right? What did I build? I built the storage, jump jet, diving module. I need some kind of way to defend myself, so let's pin that. But first, let's go. Plane de-icer was invented in Newfoundland. I would fucking believe it. We're gonna get to the dune here in a second, but just doing some stuff before I get too busy with it. This is our docking module. I always want to. I have this compulsion to swim under and let the thing fall on me every time. Yeah, it messed me up. I'm gonna be honest. I did not remember about Doomsday until last night when Mushroom mentioned not being done, not being caught up, and I was like, oh, fuck. And Monday night is also that's when we do our Manga Boys calls. So I had to. I got up early this morning, reviewing. Luckily, I just read this book for the 400th time, so got up early to review. All right. Sorry. Yeah, Canada has Labor Day. Oh yeah. Oh, they got all kinds of. Oh, such Labor Day do they have. Manga Boys call. Me and a couple of the fellas gather together each Monday evening, Casey among them, for a just a state of our, the state of our manga, what manga we've read, what's caught our fancy. Oh, the old Preston's Delight. There we go. Preston's Delight. Preston's Delight. I wonder how long these last.
I have detected an energy signature of some strength. I am not sure what it is for.
Go ahead and share it. Can't hurt.
Alright, I got it.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Do I have the stuff? Let's see if I have, real quick, if I have the stuff to make that propulsion gun. Because if I'm gonna take... Did I get the drill arm made for my beautiful boy? Oh boy. Alan is an alien who lives in my brain and body. He's uploaded there from a thing. Okay. Oh, that looks like an egg. Okay, it seems I do not have the drill arm yet. I wonder if I go... If I go back to that... If I go back to that mining area, will that... I bet I will find the drill arm that I need. Let's see. Yep. Anything else I should bring with me? Should remember I have a wiring kit in here for next time. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're going to do what they say can't be done. Alright. I'm gonna get my prawn suit loaded here. Oh. I'm not quite sure how this docks here. Oh, there we go. It just kind of hangs off the back. Excellent. Sorta. What's up? Okay. Let's... it doesn't take long for a Preston's Delight to get old. Alright. Let's head back to that mine. This time I'm taking the prawn suit. Okay. If we could be serious. Oh, Jesus, I just ran over. Ran over something. Oh boy. Oh yeah, Kate really enjoyed Spiritfarer, I think. I think it was, is that that little, is that the one where you're the little, hey, thank you for the follow. Let me see what it is. I am very nice in theory. That is an ominous name, but thank you. I'm gonna unpin this thing, no way. Alright, let's talk about Doom, baby. Just to keep things fresh, to really mix things up. This one starts off with Paul and Jessica in the desert. It's very different from the last 4 or 5 times we've seen them. But it's a little different. We got that opening quote. At the age of 15, he had already learned silence, which is a dope thing to write about your protagonist, even though I'm not 100% sure what it means. If I'm being perfectly honest. Oh yeah. All right, so we got. Steal a little copper. Sometimes I like to give myself a little copper as a treat. Copper with Cohen. So, when last we met our beautiful perfect heroes, who I love, we got they were on the a lot of man versus wild. The desert. There's the desert very much a. You know, the fifth character is the planet of Arrakis, if you think about it. So, we got a lot of them. We got a lot of the desert this time. A lot of the desert and people reacting to the desert and people surviving or not. Oh, fuck, what's that? Oh, it's just a big screaming guy. Paul and Jessica. they ride out that storm, which is narratively, the storm is a metaphor for the hearken and attention and pursuit, and so they survive that. We survive, you know. We're glad we were happy to see that. I'm sure. I'm assuming nobody dislikes Paul or Jessica at this point. They're very sympathetic characters. A long way to go. And we get a great line from Jessica. Statement of purpose. They survived out. Yeah. We water in still suits. If we can find food, we can survive a long time on this desert. Fremen live here. What they do, we can do. Which is the central thesis of civilization. That the life-preserving patterns of other humans can be emulated. Yeah, whose money was on Gurney Halleck? Of the original four of a kind. I want to talk about them a little later. Ah, there we go. Boom. We see some worms. Marble. We see some worms. We start to see a lot of worms in this chapter. A lot of worms and worm business. Yeah, Mushroom, that's you weren't the only one, right? Can't remember, is it in this chapter? That we get the Paul being like, oh yeah, hold on. In my vision, Duncan was here. Yeah, that's this part. I love that bit. Whee! I'm just mining for fun. You never have too much silver. Oh yeah, there's copper. Although what I actually need right now is lead. Uh-oh. Alright. To the mines. Yeah, refresher of last week a little bit. Mushroom is right. They, that looks like the way to whatever that is. Huh. Well, actually, where's that mine? Yeah, it's right here. We love the Fremen, don't we, folks? After all, they kind of needed to. After all that, like, sort of setting them up as like, oh man, if all the Fremen, oh you better believe. God, it's gonna be. We watched a bunch of Homestar stuff yesterday because of today for Day's Labor Day, and man, it is not easy to get that back out. Where's that mine? Grappler yours. Listen here. I see you out there in the desert, walking all without rhythm. Who you think you are? Alright. So here's where we leave the sea truck for now, and hopefully actually probably be a good idea to make some provisionals. Ah, shit. What have I done? Oh, nothing bad. Okay. Empty out my reserves here. The stuff I picked up. What won't I need down there? You never know. Alright, let's make some dinner. Oh, accidentally brought a pingling. Oh jeez. Alright. Garrulous, good morning. So Paul, I keep talking about these biblical metaphors and such because they're important, and at this point getting near omnipresent. So just to underline them, in this one, Jessica gets covered in a landslide. Paul resurrects her, so to speak, from a death-like state. Let's see. He gets their water kit back. He gets all their water and sand back. That's like Moses drawing water from the rock. And he also leads Jessica about the across the. Oop! Almost forgot the thing I brought. Leads Jessica across the sand, which is like Moses leading his people across either across the desert or the worm sand, which is like the sea. So there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, you are not alone on that. I literally wrote down. Paul does something with foam I don't quite understand, which is basically been the situation for the past. Every time I read it, I'm like, all right, this time I'm really gonna picture what's happening with that sand. This is my time. This is my year to understand what the fuck is going on in this scene. He was using foam to solidify the sand. He was like causing some kind of chemical reaction using the battery and acid and like spraying foam on the sand, which firmed it up. Which is... Okay. Am I gonna be able to get back up here? I think these were kind of made to be hopping points for that. It firms up the sand, he's able to get Jessica out. Oh right, I was like, I was a little worried because I was like, oh, I need to make a weapon for my prawn suit. How will I be able to defend myself? Because I completely forgot about. Is that a damn drill arm right there? Is that the drill arm I could have? All right, well. Well. You know what, actually, as a matter of fact. I'm just gonna head back while we're talking about Dune. And I'm gonna go make that because I'm not taking a prawn suit down into a mine when I could build the drill arm and not have the drill arm. So I'm gonna just make that, bring that back. It should only take a minute. And before you say, but Cohen, don't you have to make the prawn suit drill arm back at your base using the thing? I say to you, check out the big brain on you. You're not wrong, but it'll be worth it. I don't think we've given the prawn suit an official name. We'll baptize it this week. The drill arm, once it has its arm, then it will be complete and worthy of a name. Yeah, a lot of stuff going under the... I guess I could I could leave the stuff that's behind me, the fabricator and stuff. Pin that recipe real quick, make sure I have that shit. Titanium, lithium, and I know, I've got diamonds for days, yeah. Good idea, not sure. Ka-chunk. Oh wow, that is faster. Well spotted. It's just been slowly getting slower and I hadn't noticed it. I'm gonna have to find that afterburner module I found a little piece of at some point soon. Eastbound and down, loaded up in traffic. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. Paul and Jessica in the desert. They love it. Jesus, this part, like I love this part, but the first time I read it, I was like, oh, come on, get to it. Actually, that's not true. The first time I was captivated. This time I'm always like, oh yeah, this is very good. Come on, get to the next part. Get to the next part. Get to the next part. Get to the Fremen Works factory. Ah, fuck it. I always think of this as cleaning up the sea. Hakarana, tell me what you're talking about. Lay it on me, this Ishmael. Ishmael, for the uninitiated, reluctant prophet, told by God to go to a specific place. And he's like, well, I'm not doing that. And he gets on a boat, and the seas are crazy, so the men who are with him throw him off the boat. And a big fish swallows him up and spits him out where God wanted him to go. Which is kind of toxic for God, very passag. Knowing what's going to happen changes your perception. That is going to be a running theme. Well spotted. Oh, Jonah. Ishmael, not Jonah. Whoops. I definitely got those wrong. Oh, the son of Abraham's concubine, Hagar. Like the Isaacs also ran Ishmael? Hagar, do you want to hop on? Do you have a second to hop on and talk to us about this? Because I have like completely forgot. I completely missed this. Well, boy. If not, I can just read what you're saying here. Okay. I'll just read what you're saying. So, let's see. Once Abraham's son Isaac is born, Hagar and Ishmael is exiled to the desert. That sucks. That sucks for them. I should grab some of this quartz while I'm here, and I should remember that Paul's stand is, I can't tell you yet. It's definitely a big worm, though. It's the biggest of worms. Actually, Paul's stand is Muad'Dib. I was following the wrong beacon. Yeah, the like King Crimson stands that I have had it explained to me very specifically, and what the conclusion I've come to is this doesn't really make any sense. This seemed like double dipping on the world. The best summary I've heard was that it removes the cause but leaves the effect, and I still can't. Let's okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We're getting off topic here. Let's. Great line at the end of the chapter. At the end of that section, he looked at his hand. How inadequate it appeared when measured against such creatures as that worm. It also shows up right up. Just real quick to the side. It also shows up right when you get like the awakened stands and stuff, and I'm like, man, just come on. What is this? Uh-oh. I'm just gonna make a couple of titanium ingots to. Okay, let's get it. Next section, right? New 2-egg just dropped. The rubies are 1 lithium. Get 4 of those. Alright, runoff diamonds here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's the drill arm. Drop off this copper. A boop boop. Some lead. A boop. A little bit of quartz for your health. And a ruby. And a silver. Yeah, Tuik, so astonishingly, against all odds, we have a chapter where somebody in House Atreides is talking at length to somebody, and it doesn't end with all of those people getting killed. Is this it? Is this where I make it? Yeah, drill arm. This is absolutely going to be worth it. Let's see. Hey, Yezer, good morning. They got rid of, as best I can tell, there are no, those good trees that gave me everything are gone in this one. Fantastic, hey. I have not had a fruit salad yet. I forgot about that. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. What is that? What is that? Let's make one. Let's make some of that. Let's do it. Where is that? Oh, fruit salad. Need a Preston's plant leaf and a fevered pepper. All right. There's a leaf. All right, let's grab some peppers. Make some of these salads.
Fruit salad does not traditionally involve leaves, but at least it is nutritious and warming.
Get a great Halleck chapter. Halleck, unfortunately, like, much like Thurfir Hawat, is under the impression that Jessica is, you know, bad. It's that plan of the Dukes is really Whoa, 100. Whoa, and this doesn't rot? This is really good. Holy shit. Gurney Halleck is a mercenary. He's loyal, he's got his revenge and his priorities, but we're talking about Dune. Please tell me it says Dune on the thing and not Halleck's. Okay, phew. But I didn't. Oh yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah. Gurney Halleck. Gurney Halleck. Gurney Halleck, Josh Brolin. So just picture that. Don't picture Thanos. Picture something cooler, which is Gurney Halleck. Eastbound down. Yeah. We learned the origin of Gurney Halleck's ink-fine scar. And if you'll have a minute, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, I'd like for us to talk about the 4 Atreides attendants who are Paul's teachers and their accompanying visual signifiers on their faces, and what that might mean to us metaphorically about their characters. This is the kind of thing I would used to spend 20 pages out of. But I'm just gonna shoot off the dome here. So Yue has the diamond tattoo. Well spotted. Mushroom. Hawat has the juice-stained lips. Juice de Safu. Gurney has the ink-fine scar. And it's a little bit more subtle. Does anybody know Duncan's? I can't remember if they hit it as hard here in this one. So it's okay if you don't got it off the top of your head. Duncan, it mentions that he has goat, like his hair is described as being like a goat. Black goat hair. we go. Got that good water. Alright. Yes. Hair is a face symbol, because I say so. I'm gonna cook some food real quick here. For this metaphor that I have noticed, I'm gonna set it. Head-based symbols. So UA has the diamond that everybody talks about. Diamond ends up being not something they can trust. Diamond is brittle. The diamond is breakable. Diamond is unbreakable. No, you misheard me. What I said was, diamond is unbreakable. Hi, I'm Lionel Hutz. You have to enunciate the pause. Yes, finally. Here we go. Yeah! Armadillon, the drill of power. There it is. Alright, what's this? Gold? I don't actually need that. Rubies? Let's go. Should have brought a beacon, but I don't care. I simply want to explore down here. Copper wire. Destroyed. Oops. You gotta be careful about that. Just running straight into boys. Oh, hello. Well, good news is, I've immediately reached something I cannot bring my suit into. Good. Weird, it's not letting me scan that. But I think there's an artifact in here. I think this is the artifact I got last time when I died, if I recall. This was the artifact that following it led me to here. Yes, that seems right. Good on diamonds. Yep. Well. Okay, different place. Dude, let's go somewhere else. Oh yeah, I was talking about these signifiers. Yeah. What do y'all think? What do y'all make of it? Inkvine is the Inkvine scar. That's as a turn of phrase. Yeah. So the goat specifically. Think about what goats were used for in the Old Testament. That's right, baby. I'm talking about a sacrifice. Marvel.com, it's all connected. Oh, look at that, look at these boys. Look at them digging. Industrious little chaps. How did I get in here? So Duncan is the sacrifice that is paid for their narratively for their safe. Is this copper? Oh fuck yes. Duncan is the sacrifice that is paid for their safe passage through the desert. Oh yes, copper, copper, copper. Get your adverbs here. Oh yeah, I'm just captivated. Yeah, you as a diamond is think about it. It's like he's a signifier of wealth, but ultimately, what is the worth of a diamond? The worth of a diamond is only what it's agreed, right? Everybody knows that the imperial conditioning can't be broken. That's why the doctors are valuable. The spice seems like it might be. We get some strong hints on it at the Kinds chapter, but I don't wanna rush to that just yet. Chris, that can't be right. He has the Imperial Conditioning diamond. It's on his. It's the diamond tattoo is for sure in the book. Hold on. Double check this. Boop boop. There's that whole thing. They mention it pretty frequently. Skimming. If I go back to this introductory chapter, let's see. Now I gotta be sure. Hold on. What? Yep. Hold on. Let me make sure this camera is here. Let me see. The diamond tattoo of Imperial conditioning on his forehead. You just follow my finger. There it is. Same spot. Got it. I'm sorry to bring everything to a screeching halt, but that just threw me off. I was like, what? It's all good. No worries. When you said it, I had to be sure. I don't take for granted that I... Ooh, more storage in the storage upgrade in this one. Good. I think maybe they realized that people use this thing for that. Alright, look, I'm seeing stuff that looks like... Wait, where was that coming from? Okay, that's the way in. Alright. Drift. I'm starting to wonder though what I need to actually do to... If there's anything else to do down here. I guess just like getting the prawn suit was quite a lot. What's up? Oh, have fun. Okay, perfect. Will you drop me a text if they... Okay. Bye, Kate, from the chat. Okay. Well, shit. Alright. Maybe I will get some gold while I'm down here, then. Maybe... I might have, Is that the propulsion? God, there were a lot of mining arms I swam past. Of course I was, in my defense, dying. Over and over. Drowning rapidly and constantly. Whee! Oh shit, I moved my notes when I was... it was not the guild. So Gurney's team was saved by smugglers. One of whom is the son of... One of whom is... We got a new Tuek, son of the old Tuek who we've already met. A Tuek, if you will. Now two see me. Now two don't. There's a great part where, and I love this stuff, all this, where the smuggler is basically explaining the mindset on Dune. It's like, look, man, I'm not. You can't sit with us if you're coming in here, if you're coming in hot about Harkonnens. That can't be. That's not good for us. It's like, yeah, it's, you know, the time will come, don't worry. We'll get to it. Alright, let's get it. I don't need diamonds. God, every time I say that, I'm like, I bet I'm gonna need so many goddamn diamonds later. Well, if I do, I know where they are. Yeah. You know what? It's time to re-up, y'all. Give me just a second. Boop, boop. Where is this? Boop, boop, boop. This is I delete the other one, and then I do so no one hates it. Doop. And I definitely know how to spell rhythm. Alright, Chua THM. Oh! Alan Wake Remastered. Oh god, I just fucking played it. Okay. I guess that's pretty perfect with everybody playing Control. Is that... That's not gonna be the Alan Wake announcement coming back, right? We're still getting Alan Wake 2. I simply gotta know what happens next. To my friend Alan Wakington. That might be fun. That might be a fun thing to return to for Coffee would come on. Well, take another pass on old Alan. Just gradually. Where's my next jump? gonna be here. Using those Psychonauts platforming skills. That was the first Coffee with Cohen, that's true. I specifically started Coffee with Cohen. It was either gonna be Alan Wake Up or Morning Majora. I was gonna do Majora's Mask, or Morning Mordor. I was gonna play the Mordor game, the Shadows of Mordor, and I looked into it a little bit and I was like, there's a lot of torture in this game for first thing in the morning. I don't know about this. Alright. Well, these damn eggs. I don't think there was a morning pun with Death Stranding. I think at that point I was just like, all right, y'all are here, right? Y'all get it. I play video games in the morning time. Epic, Xbox, and PlayStation. Oh, not on Steam, eh? Well. Whee! So that reclaimed water. I think it might be. Let's go find another alien signal. Let's see. Any nearby? What is it? Body cache? Alien body cache? Architect body cache. Let's go get that one. If we can. Oops. Loaded up and trucking. It's so funny because now it's like a game like Alan Wake would be so far from what I would do in the mornings. Like it's very not a contemporary. What the fuck is that? The hell? Oh, reclaimed water. Just shot straight out of my body. Wonder if I dropped the. Probably pressed the wrong button. Is what happened. Okay. Oh, Halat's lips. Lips stained with addiction. The stained lips do not seem to be a sign of. I'm kicking around in my head that there's a difference between that there's a specific contrast intended between stained lips and stained eyes. Like your eyes turn blue and that's like wisdom contrasted with your lips turning blue because of what you're consuming. Consumption versus observation, like knowledge versus hunger. I'm kicking this around. I'm not 100% on it. Like I said, this is off the dome. Yeah, sorry. The juice of Sefu makes being a Mentat easier. It's like it's basically Mentat Adderall. Let's see. I think there's a specific thing in the back. Let me see the old glossary. Here we go. Safu, high-energy liquid extracted from barrier roots of Ekaz, commonly used by Mentats who claim it amplifies mental powers. Users develop deep ruby stains on mouth and lips. Ah, there we go. Red lips. Red lips, a little thoughty. I think there's a lot of carrion drinkers in this section. There's a lot of people. There's a lot about surviving on other people's blood. And remember also, oh, this is also a supports my thesis here. They've got Thurfir Hawat. The Baron mentions that they're going to give him a a residual poison, which is going to bind him to them, and that his so they're gonna be also giving him the antidote regularly. A poison that was developed by Peter, which is classic addiction, right? It doesn't harm you until you stop taking it. It's not actually how addiction works, but yeah, these are extremely good ideas I've had. Oh, big jelly. If I recall, there's a bunch of those fucking squid things around here, so I'm gonna... I said I was going for that blue one, but I immediately headed straight for this way, so I guess this is the way I'm going. Yeah, and think about the Baron... Oh, shit! Get involved, man. The Baron has that other guy... Nehud? The guy who's addicted to Samuta, which is basically you just get super stoned and listen to trance music, I think. I need to fix my ship, but I might die, so I'm gonna save before I get out. We took some hits there. There we go. Whew. We live on sufferance down here, Gurney Halleck. Arrakis is our enemy. There's a great, so these guys are mercenaries, but they're smugglers, but they're not open to, just anybody, right? We get a recurrence of that scene where Paul tried to say, like, you know, if you put me on the throne, I could make you, I could do everything you want to Kynes, and Kynes rejected that. Similar thing here where Gurney tries to be like, hey, I could help you, I could help you kill that guy. I could help you get revenge. I could get revenge for you, and the guys are Newek is very just too many fucking portmanteaus to pick one. Is affronted by this because he's very honorable. That's how we know he's an honorable smuggler. So the thing to keep in mind always, one thing to keep in mind, our boy Frank Herbert, no stranger to...
Detecting bow of an astronautical Soltrans Cove vessel nearby.
Whoa.
Vessel name,
Word?
Mercury 2. Inoperative.
Word? Word? New ship? Mercury 2? Beg pardon? Excuse me? Comme c'est comme ça? Did I already explore that? Was that the one I explored? Where I got the thing from? Yeah, but I've been to 2 bits. been to 2 parts of it. You know what? It looks like there's an artifact right over here. I'm gonna N6M, Nixium. All right, let's go get the Nixium artifact. Just deep diving over there. I'm hearing the snarls of fuckers. Oh, I'm plagued by fuckers and their snarls. They torment me, madre. They harm me. Where is the Lord who led us through the land of deserts and pits? So astonishing. So how many of y'all were expecting this Hawat chapter to end with him getting fucking murked? Just like, ow, and then he died, and then he got killed, just like so many other of these goddamn chapters. Was anybody else bracing for the punch? I saw some copper down here. So we're starting to see, without giving too much away, a lot of our side characters, the House of Atreides, or at least a couple of them, have been positioned for where they're going to be spending some time. Gurney plays the last sad lament for one of his men. It's very sad. We are very sad for Gurney and his friend. But there's a nice bit of contrast between the way that Gurney deals with this guy and the way that Hawat dealt with the Fremen. Because Gurney's a lot more straightforward. He sees like the necessities a bit more. Hawat was a little bit over-focused on understanding what was happening. The negotiation was more knowledge-based, and it wasted time they didn't have. I'm gonna make some copper real quick to give myself a little more storage space here. See here, fighting man. My father's water, I'll buy that back myself with my own blade. It's a fucking good line. And then next section. Paul and Jessica. Big surprise, they're in the desert. A lot of desert in this book. They're in the desert, but it's different than the last chapter. They've passed through something. I think Jessica calls it something like a tunnel of night. And Paul especially is now seeing the beauty of the area around them. There's something very Eden-like about that garden that they reach at the end. Shit. I'm harping on the biblical stuff because this is by design playing on the tropes of a messianic narrative. So it's you gotta keep that stuff in mind. Paul, yeah, Paul again sees that his prescience. Duncan is not there. Duncan should have been there. There's a lot. We really start to get the hint that seeing the future is not all it's cracked up to be. They plant a thumper. Goes great. We get a big worm. We get our first truly big worm. We love to see it. It cracks me up though that Herbert will insist. That was a worm, but this is a deep desert worm. So we saw the worm that ate the Thopter, but that was not a deep desert worm. This is a much bigger worm. It cracks me up though that Frank Herbert will insist on describing the worms, the size of the worms in relation to, yes, the guild ships, which is something that as a reader I have absolutely no context for. I'm like, I think I remember that. I remember that was supposed to be pretty big. How big? Real fucking big. It's like, I thought I had seen a big worm, but this big worm was even bigger than another big thing that I saw earlier. All the Atreides ships fit in a single guild ship easily. Lost in the ship. So yeah, it's a big fucking worm. It's a worm that's so big so essentially it's like, I guess that's a good point. The worm is so big that it could have theoretically eaten the Atreides and all of their people who are on the planet. Which is essentially what happened. We know very few of the very few survived. How is it 63? 63, so there's 63 63 of the Duke's men are not dead. Yay! The houses have ships because, number one, the Guild Highliners, you fly your spaceship up to their big ship. I'm gonna go ahead and break the bad news. The ones in the caves are not alive. They all suffocated in the caves. Cave boys died. That's the strong. Don't be waiting for the return of the people whose location was known by the Harkonnens and were trapped in caves that had no exits, that were collapsed around them. I admire the optimism. And I also have to take a piss, so, Mushroom, you're in charge. Be right back. Let's see. Arrakis, Dune, Desert Planet. I think I covered this on Friday. Or Sunday. No. Paul Atreides is a white savior archetype more literally than you know. The savior stuff is intentionally being invoked within the narrative. It is being played to. There's that great line, because now baby it's time. Oh wait, they run into, okay, so they run into the Fremen at the end. They get to the garden. Hey, Dr. Sophia. They get to the garden. I need to avoid these goddamn squid sharks? Yeah. Just gonna swim backwards. I think this might be the drop off. Yeah. Oh, yep. People intentionally created prophecies just in case someone like Paul's mother, Bene Gesserit, would ever need them. And so they're there, and they run into the Fremen, who immediately say, "We love you, and welcome to the planet, welcome to existence. Dare you to Dune." What am I doing? That looks like a path. Is the path down, or is this right back out to... No, okay. No good. Artifact body cache. Let's see. You're telling me there's an artifact this way. Oh, there's a ship. I feel like I have been here. Or maybe not. This is quite big, actually. Have I been here? I don't know that I have been here. Oh yeah, this is new. This is new. This is new. Oh, this is new. Oh boy. New ship just dropped. Alright. I'm gonna get all up inside this big nasty boy. It's time to spread the word, and the word is brackish, which I might have already been a word, but I love it. So, and it was in the reading today, so I'm saying it again. Brackish, meaning, well, just a little bit salty. Oh yeah, I haven't been here. Oh, fucking cool. Well spotted, mushroom. Stilgar, who we last saw. Ooh, Chinese potatoes. Who we last saw at that one meeting where he spit on the table. And everybody was like, what the fuck? And then they were like, no, no, don't worry. It's cool when they do that here. Sir, you don't understand. That was the coolest thing you possibly could have done. He just like poops on the table and they're like, oh my god, he really likes you. You're really winning this guy over. New beacon, new beacon is what I'm gonna make. Right here. Don't actually need this many Chinese potatoes. So I think I'm just gonna eat this one. Make a beacon here. Wait, why can't I? Oh, that's a gold, not a copper. Shit. There we go. Boop. 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 There we go. New ship just dropped. I'm like on the edge of building another one of these storage things. Nobody make an edging joke. It is too early in the morning. Building another storage cart. Lots of life in the desert for Paul and his mom to run into. They plant a thumper, they get away they get away from a worm, and then finally Chekhov's fucking drum sand finally pays off. Been hearing about that for a while. Tracks a worm, plants and trees and rocks, lots of good stuff. Drum sand is the thing they walk on. It's like tightly packed sand that when you walk on it, makes a percussive drumming that summons the worm, and they almost get got, but some Fremen put down a thumper and lead the worm away. The Fremen who they then meet. The end. Alright, doing some cutting here. Makers of what, indeed? Mushroom. Remember, Jessica called the knife, when she was talking to Shoutout Mape, she called the knife the maker. She started calling it a maker of death, but when she said maker, the Shoutout was like,
I'm alive. Stefanos saved me. The Mercury attempted an emergency takeoff and...
nuclear
everything
reactor.
seemed fine. I was helping the bridge crew with the emergency takeoff since the crew is, well, was short-handed because of everything. I heard the sound of metal tearing, and for a split second, everything was tinged bright green and unbearably hot.
Just gonna let this lady talk for a
And
second.
I saw daylight, and
Because I'm an
I was
ally.
looking down at the ocean and ice. The strongest wind I've ever felt roared in my ears, ripping through the ship. People went flying out the side of the Mercury, so much screaming and chaos. I was lucky. I had just clipped into my sea tinker. Stephanos came out of nowhere, like a malaika, an angel. I felt his rough, calloused hand grasp mine with the gentlest of urgency. It felt like
Horny.
time slowed. He said, I gotcha. Just follow me, Ella. I don't know how, but he used an emergency tether to drag me to the nuclear reactor core, the strongest bulkhead in the ship. We hit the water and everything went black. He's sleeping. I think he might have hit his head. I'm exhausted. The adrenaline has long since worn off and my body aches.
Yeah,
I think I
well,
might
the
have
the
fractured
maker
a rib.
thing, all of that's going to be
Gonna shut my eyes for a bit.
laid
I
out
wake
very
up.
specifically.
I'll figure this out. I'll save us.
I don't think that lady lived. We'll see. Maybe I'm just being cynical. So, to get into it a little bit, we get some just about my favorite chapter one of my favorite chapters in all of Dunes, which is Kynes' walking in the desert. And there's some very great possessive adverbs here in Kynes' once we get like in Kynes' eternal space. A lot of talk about my Fremen, I'm steward of this land. It's possible, I don't, this is at least how I've always read it. I think Kynes got a little bit too cocky. Oh shit. Ooh, nuclear waste disposal. I think that as far as I remember, you don't actually have to use the nuclear waste disposal, but it's just fun to do so. Unless they changed it in this game. Oh, what do we have here? Some old Chinese potatoes. Fucking score. So, Kynes' dead father. Kynes' dead father, there's a bit at the end in the appendices. Kynes' father, with that I'm just going to give you all context here. Kynes' father, did live on Dune. Among the Fremen. Took a Fremen wife. Took a Fremen wife. Sorry, I'm using like the language that's a little bit.
Oh man, oh man, oh
Okay.
man. This is every xenolinguist's dream. I mean, I was helping with the planetary scans, and there are possible unknown structures on the surface.
We're
This
gonna
could
get up
set
for
my
some air.
career up for life.
Uh-oh.
The images are a little degraded coming through the atmosphere.
Uh-oh.
It looks like intentional and complex
Whoa.
architecture, which means civilization, and civilization means language. Oh, man. And now, most of the crew wants to get home. I understand that, but this could be a defining discovery. I'm definitely going to put a bug in Diana's ear about going to the surface so I can take a team to explore. I desperately hope this pans out. Oh, I can't wait till we get into communication range with Soul again. Layla and the kids would love to hear this.
Can't wait to get back
It's
to my
rough being
family.
away from them so long, but this might just make it worth it.
If there's one thing I love,
I'll be able to give them so much more.
it's surviving. I simply love to continue to exist. Oh, I love being alive. I'm a character you only hear in a voice log in a crash ship, but don't worry, I probably survived somehow. Never mind the fact that scans have shown you you're the only living. There's only 2 living people on the planet. Can't wait to get back to my beautiful alive family. Do my favorite thing with them. Living. Yeah, Kynes uses a lot of possessive language to describe Dune. I am the steward of this land. He talks about my Fremen. My Fremen will rescue me. A lot of reactor rods here. You know what I'm saying. Cha-cha-cha. Fallout 76, boldly asking the question, what if we made a Fallout game and nobody came? What's here? Reinforced dive suit for reinforced, yes! Oh, that's what I like to see. Yeah, Kynes was abandoned in the desert by the Harkonnens, who also
We need to get off this
took his
planet.
still suit.
I mean, the morning started out so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans, and
So
we were
that he
all in
would
high
die.
spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were going to be in the frickin' history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal.
Uh-oh.
It sounded like an SOS. We got overly excited naturally and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. Half my team, they got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters. I'm not going back in that godforsaken ocean again. I refuse. Some of the animals on this planet, they look sick too. Weird pustules on the skin, oddly sluggish. I think we should leave.
Oh.
But Diana said we should stay. She thinks the biopatent payoffs would be worth it, but those families will never see their loved ones again. They don't care about no payoffs. We can't return the bodies. I don't care about the accolades or the history books. I just want to see Layla and the kids. Man. I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The kids tackling me at the door again. That's all I want.
Oh, if I hadn't gotten
Get
the
out of
parallel
here.
processing unit, here it is.
Please.
If I had managed to get here without doing that. God, I'm so cold to characters who die, who are introduced in the voice logs that also confirm their death. You know, I'm very Meg and Hercules. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. It's like I've seen this shit. I know. Look, man, you are extremely dead. If you don't. Feels so good when you start. I know why it exists. I know why. I know why it's done. I know all of the practical reasons why it's easier to have a voice log, because they're finite. It's not a character you're going to be interacting with anymore. You're able to tell story narratively without the worry, without having to figure out what the player is going to do. Tell story narratively. God, tell I'm distracted. But it is kind of like, okay, oh, and your wife and kids, man. You don't say. Brutal. You hate to see it. Foreboding. Do not ask. forebodes the bell. As soon as the pandemic started, I was like, damn, maybe I should like sort of summarize the events of my life in like 20-second digestible chunks and leave them in such a way that they, when you enter my house, you will discover, you know, you'll run across them in the correct order. Helpfully labeled like voice log 3. Alright. Gotten some good stuff here. This place is pretty big. Huh. Where? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's true name, and also, Fallout 76 was told through voice logs because it's hard. This is video game hard. I mean that sincerely. It is. What the hell is this? Oh, is that the aquarium? Is that the aquarium in this one?
My instincts are never wrong.
Okay.
Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy.
My instincts
no
are never
risk,
wrong.
no
Spoken
reward.
by a
Elliot
spoken
finds
like a
evidence
fucking
of alien
alive
architecture on a
character.
completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Huh. Orion's belt. I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the discovery clause.
But they're all...
See Stefanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
I do love that it's like the guy that she's talking about, Stefanos. It's like at the front, he absolutely had like the same. Ooh, more music. Rocket Gaming. He had the same concerns. It's like, ooh, we're gonna get rich and famous from this, and then very quickly was like, we're gonna fucking die.
Orion's felt this all went sideways.
Immediately.
How could I have known that so much would go wrong? No. I don't fail. I didn't get into this position by being a failure. It's this desolate land. Frigid. Cursed. Between these tunneling creatures and the strange sickness
Orion's belt.
crew
I'm
are showing
dead.
symptoms of. We have to leave at first light tomorrow. We are prepping for a rapid takeoff. We can't take chances with the vibrations drawing the tunnelers, so we're skipping the systems check. Risky, but I have faith in myself and the crew of the Mercury. Landing this thing was practically a miracle, though. But we have to get out of here.
Y'all remember
Maybe
what
the
happens if
weapon
you try?
is to keep people away, but if we leave, it'll let us go. I have to leave the quarantined crew in the cave behind. We will be back for them.
Water
But we
filtration.
can't risk an unknown infection spreading through the Mercury. We're packing survival kits for them, but there's only enough surplus for about 2 weeks. I'm telling them that we will come back. But I don't think I can land here safely. Twice. I hate this. But I have to leave them behind. I can't risk the entirety of the Mercury.
Alright. Well, God bless, lady. How'd it turn out? Maybe the big gun is only to get people to land on the planet. Okay, I gotta do a quick exit. Here. Orion's belt! How could I have known? The guy who saw it correctly was the guy who was thinking about his family. Connections, that's what keeps you sane. The lady was thinking about credits. Capitalism killed these folk. As it kills us all. Inch by inch, it draws us in. Like a worm with no anus.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
These people were not actually killed by ocean monsters. These people were killed by, what am I looking for? Uh-oh. I should probably leave, I say. Stuck, like, fucking falling prey to the same hubris I've been mocking. Alright. I'll just...
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Let's not fear. Do not panic. Where did I come in?
Oxygen.
Well? Where is it? Where's my little thing?
Oxygen.
Okay. Do not fear, do not stress.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I keep doing the same shit. Here we go. Fear is the mind killer. Etc.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Should I just swim back into the same damn room?
Oxygen.
Damn. Nobody saw that, right? All agree? Alright. Nobody saw nothing. Sorry, there was just a weird bug where the game crashed for a second. Having to reload. I don't even think I really even had anything. I probably could have just died. Running gout. This MS said running gout. Wouldn't that actually be the best way to get rid of nuclear waste? That would be the most efficient way in the game?
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay. Time to... Alright, look. Okay. Look. Careful.
Oxygen.
Hey, there's one. Okay, this time.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Boy, I sometimes wish I could turn that off. Just trying to get a little bit to spare. Okay. Good, good. Made sure to make the same mistake again. Just to confirm. Good, because otherwise it's hard to be sure. Going to die exactly
Warning.
the same way
30
again.
seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh yeah, med check. Everybody take your pills. I'll tell you what I'll do is, I'll just swim back and forth between these plants over and over again. Forever. Okay. Don't panic. Come up here and actually remember, what am I doing this time? Don't just go the way that feels right, because that's how I keep going the same way over and over again. Up here. Okay, not that way. There's a wall, there's a place in the wall. Uh-oh. Time to top off. Keep doing this loop. I'm not even sure how that, okay. There was a hole in the wall that I'm kept missing until it was basically too late. Wait. No, this is nothing. Oh.
Well,
What do
we
I have in
landed
my
safely,
inventory?
despite my apprehension. Diana, damned adrenaline junkie, took one of her defining risks and it paid off. Why hire me as the maintenance engineering officer if you aren't going to listen to their advice? Papa. I didn't go to school for 8 years and get 3 degrees for nothing. I tried to convince Diana that we don't need to stop for repairs. That's what the drift drive and the secondary propulsion system are for.
Yeah.
It's just a bit slower. But she's in charge.
That's what my pop always said.
On the plus side, I get to work with Yasmin. I didn't know she was such a busybody. She's been going around the whole ship giving folks a hand. I think she was getting on Diana's nerves, so she assigned Yasmin to me. She's helping me inspect and repair the thruster systems. I thought I was the most mechanically inclined person on the ship, but I think she has me beat. She can definitely teach me a thing or two, as long as I don't get too distracted by her smile.
Horny.
She's
Space
got a
horny.
smile.
Kill you every time.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, word? I'm just... Okay. I can do this. Alright, look around. Look around, be thorough. Actually see this room. Let's see. Oh, good, good, good. What I'll do is... This is... kind of what I imagine hell is like. This experience that I'm having right now. It's like a very specific kind of terror that doesn't abate. This seems new.
Keep on keeping on, game worms.
You know, it's just that easy, really. A lot of people panic in this game, and, you know, it's understandable. If you're not a pro elite gamer like me, I can see how it would get stressful, but, like... Oh no, that's... No, 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 no. Oh. No. Thank you. There we go. No, 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 no. Nah, nah. Not gonna... Nah. Yeah, it's like, why did we write so much music about dying at sea? Why did you bring a whole playlist specifically about being eaten by giant squids? I hear some problems. Looks like an alien artifact is nearby. This is the same planet as the first game, although the ship I just found, I think, is actually the... I'm not 100%, but my reading from the first game was that there was that was the ship, was basically Altera is sending ships here on purpose. That either that one or the first one, they've been sending here on purpose to, like, much like Alien, much like the film Alien. Because their logs also, this is an old ship, and their logs mentioned the gun and the sickness, so. God, I love those giant jellyfish, they're so fucking beautiful. Alright. Some nuclear stuff. I feel like this is going to be a good place.
Rising temperatures detected in mineral-rich fissure below.
Sick. Good. I like that, actually. Not everybody does. It's fucked up, but I'm into it. write that down here on the board. But as I do, great line. No more terrible disaster could befall your people for them to fall in the hands of a hero. And you cannot go on forever stealing what you need without regard for those who come after. R.I.P. to Kynes, but I'm different. Let's see. Just write mineral rich, fissure. For next time, read to the phrase, "She is my enemy." Ooh, who could that be? What could it mean? Good stuff coming up. Actually, I think we might be getting close to what I think is going to be covered by the first film. Dune 1. Or whatever. Which I think they're keeping it on the down low that it is a part 1 of 2. That's gonna, oh wait. How could I never forget, just kidding. Where's the... Thank you so much, the generous patrons. Love it and precious. Abram Albedo, Daniel, Heike, Jimbo, Krabby, Kate, Luigi, PC, Matty Ice, Morag, Sam, Shield, Sophia. Now taking names, Tom Seller, 69, Trent, and Zach. Thank you very much. We didn't do the calls today because we were talking about Dune. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the music and the names. Yeah, everybody loves the music. Song's a little longer this time. I think we're gonna do another more call-ins tomorrow. I really enjoyed Friday, so I think let's start in keeping with all this tomorrow. Let's talk about tomorrow we're gonna ask what's one thing you would bring if you were stranded on a water planet. Oh, thank you to Jared who just pledged. Very much. Oh, and tomorrow night, thank you, Spurbs. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Ezer, thank you. Sorry if that was, I never, just remember to keep, send me a message. If you have a name you'd prefer that's not your human name, if you want me to edit it, I'll just drop me a message through Patreon or on the Discord. Tomorrow night on the Discord. Oh, and I'm gonna drop the link to the Patreon just in case we haven't. Yeah, you can edit in Patreon. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we are watching Resident Evil Extinction, I think, is the third one. I'm making my trailers today. Very fun. Making my list of trailers. But I truly love doing this, and I love our community. It's a lot of fun. So tomorrow, one thing you could bring if you crash on a desert, if you were going to end up here on Altera, assuming the resources of either the first or the second character, what would you bring with you? Give it some thought. I don't want to hear it yet, but we'll do some call-ins about that. We'll hear what people have to say. We'll have a good time. Bring one thing. Also, if I'm able to get it running, I got a new bit. Got a new bit to drop tomorrow. It's concerning the objects in this box. What's in the box? We'll see. Peace out. See y'all later. Much love. I'm gonna get the YouTube updated. Bye.